New friends, new opportunities, new partners. EG Tax.
Hi everybody, I'm Esther Gulius, the tax lady from EG Tax, and this is our weekly tax show to make you really smart about taxes. And what we're going to do here is called Ask the Tax Lady, Tuesdays at 6:30. Now, on Saturday at 3 o'clock, we're on WBEN also, and you can call in your tax questions. This show is going to deal strictly with emails, and I got my co-host with me, Tiffany Fabian.
Hey there, Esther. How you doing?
I'm good, and Christopher Fabian.
Hello, Esther.
Now, they're married, and that's why I'm sitting between them, because you know how married people get. But anyway, we're going to make you so smart with taxes so that you save the most money, and we're going to be telling you that if you need any help, EG Tax is here to help you. Now, we have how many offices, Tiff?
We've got 33 local offices, which is so exciting.
And also in Florida.
That's right, and Arizona.
Right, so if people go to Florida in February or March, they can go to our Naples
Yep,
office,
that's right, that's
or if they
right.
go to Arizona, right?
Oh,
That's right.
I want to go to Arizona. I would love to go look at that office. That's
Just because
on
it's
my
snowing
bucket
out.
list.
And then our starting fees cost
$40 this year, starting
short-
at $40 for a
short
short
form.
form. Yep.
60 for a long.
60 for a
right?
long.
And our fees, I will tell you, are absolutely great, especially compared to our national competition. We average
About $125
less. And our average charge is like $92. So, I mean, I think we're extremely affordable, especially when you take a look at what software costs.
Yeah.
You know, when you take a look at these software companies, they say the federal's free, but you got to pay $35 for the state. And here you are out there all alone, and you do your thing, and you don't know what the thing is that you did.
Yeah, and
right?
not to mention the peace of mind of knowing that it's done by
And
a
we
licensed
guarantee it.
professional.
No, we
yeah,
guarantee
And
that's
your
right.
time. Everybody values their
Oh,
time.
my God.
I mean, there's people who spend hours upon hours doing it themselves.
But you want to
and
know,
they
Chris,
still don't
it's
know.
your money.
Yep.
I mean, it's not just your time. I mean, it is true your time. Some people
Right.
like to sit there in their pajamas and do the thing. But, you know, how many times do we look at a tax return that somebody did themselves and, oh, great, they saved $40 in prep fees, but they just cost themselves $4,000
I
in
can
extra
sit here
taxes.
and do litany after litany of examples, and it's a beautiful testimony. There's people that are parents that are custodial and they don't get to claim the kids, and they forget their earned income credit, and it costs them thousands.
That's
and
right.
thousands.
And that's part of what we're going to do on Ask the Tax Lady. So every Tuesday, 6:30, get your snugglies out. We're going to make you so smart at taxes. And in the meantime, if they have questions, they can go to our website.
Go to our website, egtax.com. Ask the tax lady there. Give us a call at our office, 632-7886, or any one of our 32 other local offices. We'd love to help you, but if you don't ask, we can't help.
That's exactly right. And I'll tell you, you can email us 24 hours a day, and I'm the one that answers the tax questions because the emails come right to me. So I think you'll find that we're very responsive because we really want to help you. And if you should have been dealing with the IRS, here we are in 2017. If you have gotten letters in 2016 and the IRS has assessed you, or your refund still isn't back, or they're holding up your refund, or you just said, forget it, I paid the tax liability, is it too late?
Oh my gosh, no, never too late. Come into our office.
Well, it
and-
is too late after 3 years, right?
Right after 3 years,
Yeah.
but it's never. I mean, there's people come into my office and they still owe, and the year is still open if they still owe, and
That's
so
correct.
yes, and so
And we also do offers and compromise, right?
yes,
We do.
yep.
Save pennies on the dollar. And, you know, you hear that mentioned all the time. That's what we do. And yes, the IRS does take that. There's pre-qualifiers, and that's what our people do. They qualify you to see if you are eligible for that. So we'll take a look at the picture, and we'll say, okay, you owe $50,000. You can come up with $3,000, and we'll fill out the forms and,
And
say,
help you
IRS.
settle the debt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Ask the Tax Lady. We're going to take a short break for our sponsors. We're going to be back with your emails right after the break.
Come spend the day and shop your favorite stores at the McKinley Mall. We have fashion fun for all ages at Old Navy. Best Buy has electronics, computers, appliances, movies, and more. Find great deals shopping for that perfect outfit at American Eagle, Hollister, JCPenney, Express, and The Gap. At Ulta Beauty, you'll find a great selection of cosmetics and fragrances to choose from. Stop into Barnes & Noble for the best selection books.
Attention real estate investors thinking of selling investment property? Pay no tax. Call R.J. Gullo Companies, qualified intermediaries for 1031 exchanges and real estate investment specialists. For a free consultation on how to pay no tax when selling investment properties, call 675-1500 or visit us online at rjgullo.com. Call 675-1500 or online at rjgullo.com.
Hey, this is Esther, and let me tell you how great it is to have an insurance agent like Nationwide's Bill Barber. Bill's 40-plus years experience has saved me money on my premiums and potential claims. Have an insurance question, problem, or crisis? Bill will work with you personally without calling an overseas customer service number. All I can say is whenever I need someone on my side, I'm glad to have Nationwide's Bill Barber.
For all your insurance needs, call the Bill Barber Agency at 688-2199. Call 688-2199 today.
Nationwide is on your side.
JD Sound is Buffalo's most professional and unique entertainment source for bar mitzvahs, weddings, private parties, and much more. At JD Sound Buffalo, every event is personally customized with the best lighting and sound to make it unforgettable. To contact JD Sound Buffalo, call 716-908-2633 or email jdsoundbuffalo@gmail.com and visit our website, jdsoundbuffalo.com. Check out our social media, pictures, information, and much more.
I'm Esther Golias, the tax lady from EG Tax. This is Ask the Tax Lady, and we don't deal with your live phone-in questions on this show because we just don't have the people to answer the phones, but we do answer your emails. So if you have any emails, you can go to our website at egtax.com. By the way, we would like you to like us, right?
Oh,
we want them
yes.
to like us.
Yes.
And so if you have any questions, you can email us. If you want your question answered live, we're on WBEN 9:30 on 9:30 radio on Saturdays from 3 to 4, and you can also call in. Of course, if you want to be discreet, you can call us at the office.
Yeah.
You can email us, and we'll be very happy.
And if you like us on Facebook, we put out little vignettes of little what you're missing, some tax tips, and so it's really great to like us on Facebook.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
And if
We
you
like
do,
us.
We do.
If you do like us on Facebook, you're entered into a weekly drawing for a free tax return.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
All right. So we got Bill, who's going to be telling us what our first email is. Mr. Bill, what's our first email?
What are some of the major changes that I should look for this year?
Okay, so that's, well, actually, mostly the major changes are that the mileage rates have been reduced.
Right.
There's an increase in the teacher's write-off
Right.
for
Cost of
Inflation,
living.
not a lot, a
Right.
little.
Right.
But the other thing is they pretty much made permanent a lot of the extenders. So all the extenders that were extended have been extended again.
Yeah.
And then I think the other thing is that he should really look at is, you know, with our new president, with President Trump, he's promised that there's going to be a reduction in tax rates. So let's say last year you did a Roth conversion. What would you think?
You should make an election to revert what you've done with that Roth.
Because why?
Because next year we're hoping that Trump does as he promises and lowers tax rates.
Right.
And so you don't want to be
So
caught in that situation.
Let's give an example. So let's say somebody says, "Oh, I want to roll over from my traditional to a Roth." They roll over $100,000. All right, and so in 2016, if that stays the way it
Of
was,
course.
and he's in the 25% bracket, I'm using he'd pay $25,000, right?
Right.
Yep.
But if the tax rates are reduced, which I'm pretty sure they're going to be by 10%, and they did a reconversion back to a traditional and then did the Roth conversion later on during
Right.
the year, they would save
$10,000.
$10,000.
Not
$10,000.
bad. Not bad.
So that's another thing. So pretty much, I think you're going to find that the status quo on last year's deductions are the same. There's going to be some adjustments for increased standard deduction, increased personal exemptions, increased earned income credits, and all those
And then-
inflationary things, and then the mileage rate
Yeah,
just was
and then I
reduced.
wanted to say in a couple of shows down the way, we're going to have an expert on health insurance. We take care of, if you need to sign up for the marketplace for health insurance, we have an expert who's going to be on with us. And then we have a business expert, Maria Rickard and Tim Eliason. And Tim will probably talk about if you don't have health insurance, the penalty is going to be higher this year.
That's another
Yeah,
change.
it's going
right?
to be $6.95 a person or 2.5%,
that's another
and so that's another change. So if you don't have health insurance, but don't forget, there's all those exceptions to not having health insurance too, and so you'll want to look at those exceptions. But Tim will be on, and Maria will be on a few shows
All
down
right,
the
but,
road.
okay, I'm sorry.
So let's not forget too, the biggest thing right now is refunds. Refunds.
that's another
If you
thing.
have a child, your refund is going to be delayed till at least the middle of February to the end of February. So if you're one of those early filers and you rush to get your $4,000, $5,000, that's not going to happen for at least a month.
So then we have a solution.
We do.
And that's another thing that's new this year is we have something called a pre-fund because the refunds were going to be delayed. And let's face it, after Christmas and the holidays, your credit card statements are coming in and you need that refund. And if the IRS is holding up the refunds, what can you do? We offer a pre-fund this year.
Yep, it's up to $1,000 that you can have if you qualify within 24 to 48 hours, which is really exciting and then the rest will come in when the
they pay
IRS
you.
releases
Right.
it,
And
which
your
is so
return
exciting.
has to be accepted by the IRS first. That's the.
So that's just a few of the changes. Okay, Mr. Bill, what do we got for question number 2?
In our second email, Mike T writes, "My wife and I just got married in December. Should we file jointly or not? She does not work. She has a daughter from a previous relationship, and she usually gets what they call earned income credit. Does she still qualify?"
Okay, so let's change that because this is going to be bad news. I hate to tell people bad news, but in this situation, when you change marital status, especially if somebody had a qualified earned income credit, there's a major change, right?
Right.
Who wants to take this?
And so my first question to Mike or to her would be, how much does her husband make? And I would also probably say she doesn't work, so they should file a joint return. And unfortunately, if he makes over $55,000, $57,000, $58,000, they're going to lose the earned income credit, which is just a travesty. And so
But it really, but then again, it isn't a travesty because the earned income credit was meant to help a single parent who has a child living with them to get them to make
That's right.
make it. But I mean, once you get married and now the household collectively is making $70,000. I mean, it's the travesty is that we have to tell her that she doesn't
Right.
get the earned income credit.
Right.
I mean, we have to be the bearer of bad
Right,
news.
but if she didn't work at all last year, she wouldn't have qualified for it at all anyway.
True,
so
true,
she's
true.
really not losing
you're right.
anything.
That's correct. So,
Yes.
because she didn't work, married filing joint is the best. If she had gotten the earned income credit before, she wouldn't have gotten it anyway unless she had earnings. But thirdly, if your income collectively is like over 35 to 40,000, you won't get the earned income credit. But if it's under that, they will get the earned
Yeah,
income credit.
and now's a good time to say there's always the option of looking at married filing separate if she ever starts working and is a mediocre income earner and he's a high income earner. There's always a privy and a subject to look at married filing separate because that might be a good way to go. Because if you are married filing joint and you lose the child tax credit, if you peel off each other and you do married filing separate, that might be a way to go.
But of course, in this situation.
Nope, not in this
Okay,
situation.
Mr. Bill, we got a quick one. You know what? I think what we're going to do is we only have a minute here before break, so why don't we talk for a minute about married filing joint and married filing separate. Once you're married, those are your only options unless you didn't live together and you
Right,
had children
right.
at home.
Yeah.
Right. But married filing separate usually is the worst filing status because you lose the earned income credit, you can lose
That's
the
true.
education credit, you can lose IRA deductions, there's
Take
Social
away rental.
Security starts getting
That's correct.
losses.
All right, I'm Esther Goliath, the tax lady from EG Tax. We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be back with your emails on the other side.
JD Sound is Buffalo's most professional and unique entertainment source for bar mitzvahs, weddings, private parties, and much more. At JD Sound Buffalo, every event is personally customized with the best lighting and sound to make it unforgettable. To contact JD Sound Buffalo, call 716-908-2633 or email jdsoundbuffalo@gmail.com and visit our website, jdsoundbuffalo.com. Check out our social media, pictures, information, and much more.
Attention real estate investors. Interested in buying or selling multifamily investment property? Call RJ Gullo Companies, qualified intermediaries for 1031 exchanges and real estate investment specialists. For a free opinion of value on your multifamily investment property, call New York State's premier multifamily realty company at 675-1500 or visit us online at rjgullo.com. Call 675-1500 or online at rjgullo.com.
People often ask me, why should I use EG Tax? Why shouldn't I do it myself? First of all, our prices are 50% lower than our national competitors, and we're staffed with qualified licensed tax professionals. We know how the tax laws work for you. Secondly, when you hit submit, unless you're a trained tax person, you never know what you put on your tax return. Taxes are extremely complicated, but when you partner with EG Tax, you have someone in your corner. This year, come join our family. Hello, everybody. I'm Esther Golias, the Tax Lady from EG Tax. This is our show, Ask the Tax Lady, where we're going to make you so smart so that you know about your own tax situation. And again, if you would like to be part of the show, email us your tax questions through our website at egtax.com. But if you want your tax question answered live, we have a live radio show on WBEN on Saturdays from 3 to 4. You can call in there. But if you want to be discreet and you'd like to talk one-on-one, you can just call us at our corporate headquarters, and we'll be very happy to talk to you. But right now, we're dealing with your emails, and we have Mr. Bill standing by. All right, who's our next email from?
We have Samantha, and she writes, my neighbor just told me that I cannot claim my 17-year-old son anymore. Is that true?
Well,
All right. Don't we
No.
hear that all the time?
Yep, but
there
that's-
is something that happens at 17,
Yep.
but that isn't it.
at the age of 17, you lose the child tax credit, and you also lose the Empire State credit if you qualified
But
for
you
it
still
under
get to
your-
claim the
But
kid.
you still get to claim the kid. You get to claim the kid up until the age of 18, and then up to the age of 24, as long as they're a full-time student for at least half of the year. So yay, Samantha, you still get to claim your child.
Unfortunately, what happens is people know once a child hits age 17, it reduces your refund by $1,000 on the
Right.
federal, up to $400 on the state. So people are aware of that, but you're still claiming the child. You're just not getting the credit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Mr. Bill, what do we got now?
Larry writes, last year I had my taxes done at my cousin's home, and then I received this letter. I would really like to use EG Tax this year, but I'm afraid of the fees because I don't have a lot of money. Do you think you can help?
Oh man, first of all, if Larry's got a 1040 EZ, how expensive is that?
The easy is free until the end of February.
I mean,
so.
we will do your federal 1040 EZ, Larry, at no charge. The only thing is you pay a small fee to do the New York State return.
Right.
Our fees are half, 50% less than our national competition. On average, $125 less. So I don't think you're going to have to worry about that.
And not to mention, I would love for him
To
to
see
bring
the
in
letter.
the letter and the return that his cousin did the year before, and then maybe the year before, because there's always things that might have been missed. And don't pay the bill until we look at the letter.
Yeah, and
But-
if he did pay the bill, we can get him.
and then,
depending on
and then
what-
there's also an opportunity where the fees can be taken right out of his refund too. So
Yeah, okay, good.
So don't
okay, Mr.
worry.
Bill, do we got another one here?
Larry writes, I heard refunds are going to be delayed this year. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Up till, if you have children, again, at least February 15th before they send out refunds. The IRS is going to start accepting returns at the third week of January, but they're not going to start sending refunds for at least a month out if you have children.
Now,
that's
why? Don't they like
because
people with children?
and that's because there's been so much fraud, and there's so much fraud going
Identity
on,
theft.
identity theft, and so the EIC is such a huge credit that opens the door for more identity and more fraud, and so they really want to look at those really carefully,
Yeah,
and,
and again-
that's why they're delaying
And we
them.
have that solution called the
The pre-fund, right.
That'll help you. But I'll tell you another thing you can do. And if you're sick of having your refund held up,
Mm-hmm.
what can you do at work to change that?
Withholdings, change your withholdings.
Change your withholding.
Yeah.
You know, you don't
Get a new
have to have a
W-4.
great big refund every year and pray that the state pays you and the federal pays you.
Right.
What you can do is change your W-4 at work so they're taking less out per week, because really all you're doing when you get a refund is the money that you sent in, they're sending it back to you. It's kind of like a forced savings account, which is fun when you get that money, but unfortunately waiting for the money can be so frustrating. So what you can do is change your W-4 and we'll help you with that.
Yeah.
There's no charge. Maybe move it up to 3 or 4 allowances. You'll get more take-home pay. That means you're getting your refund as you earn it, really, when you think about it. And next year, instead of waiting for a $5,000 refund, you might be waiting for a $2,000 refund because you got the extra $3,000 to live off of, which is really great for your budgeting, so you don't go into debt. It's just such a much better thing.
Yep. And
right?
put more into your pension, your 401k, absolutely.
You know, and the other thing is, if you're watching this show and you've never used EG Tax, and you're thinking, gee, these people seem like they're really nice, because we really are, and that they really care, because we really do. You can call us and there's no strings attached. We're not going to say, oh, if you don't use us, we're not going to help you. We want to help you, even if you don't use us, because we want you to think positively about EG Tax, because there probably will come a day when you will get a letter,
Yep.
or there will be something wrong, and you want to make sure that you're plugged into our family, because that's what we'd like to do. We really want to help you. Okay, Mr. Bill, do we got another question here?
We have one. Yes, we do. Mitch from Lancaster writes, I purchased a new home and I'm not sure what I should bring to the office. Can you guide me?
Yep, you want to bring your HUD-1 form, so that's from Housing and Urban Development, and then you're also going to get a mortgage statement, your 1098, so you want to bring that in too.
So do you have to go down to HUD to pick it up?
Nope, when you closed on your home, they gave you that big stack of legal paperwork, and in that big stack of legal paperwork is your HUD-1 form. It says Housing and Urban Development, and there's some interim interest and interim property taxes that we can take, so make sure you take that. And then also there's the energy credit, your new home, if you did any new windows, front door, garage door, hot water tank, furnace, if it's tankless. And so you want to bring that in as well. But really exciting. Congratulations on the new home purchase.
Yeah, and so many times the realtors maybe misspoke. If you are a realtor and you want to ask us any tax questions, because maybe you're dealing with one of your clients, we're very happy to help you as well. But basically, there's only 2 things deductible on your personal home: property taxes and mortgage interest. Now, mortgage interest comes in multiple forms. It can come in interim interest. That would be the money that they charge you to make your first house payment. Points, the money to secure your loan, and your regular mortgage interest that you pay every month. Right?
Yes.
Oh, and home equity.
Home equity, yep,
Right.
lines of credit.
So, so that's the thing. And the bank is going to send you a form.
The 1098 INT. So if your mortgage is escrowed, your property taxes will be on there. If it's not escrowed, you need to save those little green and yellow receipts that you get in November and February.
Even if your your property taxes are escrowed, you might have reimbursed the seller and the only place you're going to find it is on that HUD-1 form.
Yes,
so that's great.
right.
I'm Esther Golias, the tax lady. We're going to take a short break.
Attention! Are you interested in using your existing retirement account to buy and sell real estate tax-free? Call R.J. Gullo Companies, qualified intermediaries for 1031 exchanges and real estate investment specialists. For a free consultation to buy and sell real estate tax-free through the use of a self-directed IRA or a solo 401k, call 675-1500 or visit us online at rjgullo.com. That's 675-1500 or online at rjgullo.com.
Come spend the day and shop your favorite stores at the McKinley Mall. We have fashion fun for all ages at Old Navy. Best Buy has electronics, computers, appliances, movies, and more. Find great deals shopping for that perfect outfit at American Eagle, Hollister, JCPenney, Express, and The Gap. At Ulta Beauty, you'll find a great selection of cosmetics and fragrances to choose from. Stop into Barnes & Noble for the best selection books.
Honey, do you think they remember us?
Of course they do. We're the ones who switched to EG Tax last year.
We weren't satisfied.
We were thrilled.
Our fees average $125 less than the national firms. That's right, $125 less. This includes free review, tax planning, and audit support all year, including our famous guarantee. To us, your family.
Let your hometown tax team work for you this year. Come join our family. I'm Esther Galicia, the tax lady from EG Tax, and we just want to thank you for joining us today on Ask the Tax Lady. We're on every Tuesday at 6:30 on WBBZ, and we're going to be talking about taxes, chewing up your emails, helping you with your tax situation. And if you want to be on the show with your emails, just go to our website at egtax.com. Like us if you would. And on if you'd like your tax questions answered live, we're on WBEN Radio 930 on Saturdays from 3 to 4, and Tiff and Chris and I answer your tax questions live. And if you just want to have them answered at one of our branch offices, you can call us at 632-7886 or go to 56611EG, and it'll give you a list of all of our offices, and you can talk directly to somebody. The bottom line is taxes are complicated, and I think that's, as you watch the show, you're going to see the way I'll say something, Chris will add to it, Tiffany will say, but how about this? And you say, wow, because that's the way it is. Taxes can be very fluid. Something that wouldn't be deductible ends up being deductible based upon the usage. In other words, would a dog be deductible normally?
No, but what if you're handicapped?
What if you're handicapped? That's right, like a guide dog.
Right,
it would be a medical expense. What if you keep a junkyard dog, something to protect your property, right?
For security.
For security. I mean, so you think it isn't deductible, but maybe it is, right?
Yep.
And there's so many angles that we want to teach you, so that this year, especially as we go into transition with President Trump's tax law changes, we want to make sure that we show you not only what to do on 2016, which is now in stone, but on 2017 moving forward, because tax planning is so important.
Yeah, it really
in the
is.
meantime, we have how many area offices?
33.
And our offices are open 9 to 9 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. During peak, we're open 9 to 9 on Saturday as well. The only office that's open on Sunday is our
McKinley Mall and the Factory Outlet Mall this year.
Oh, that's exactly right. In Factory Outlet Mall, which is a brand new location right out front in an outpost. We are located this year in Jamestown, Olean,
Ransomville,
in Keepo,
and
Schultz.
in
Ransomville, and Schultz, and Jamestown.
And Jamestown.
Yeah.
So again, if you need help, those are 3 new locations. And if you need your tax refund money and the IRS is holding it up, don't forget that EG Tax is offering pre-funds for you.
And then we also have a location this year in Mike and Glenn's, the financial guys.
The financial
office.
guys,
Yeah,
exactly
which
right.
is really cool.
I'm Esther Golias, the tax lady from EG Tax. If you need the very best tax help and the lowest fees, come join our family this year. You can go to egtax.com. We look forward to seeing you next week, 6:30 on Tuesday, BEN at 3 o'clock. Thanks for watching. This year, the IRS announced that they were going to hold up some refunds till the middle of February or later. That can really put a crimp in your budget if you're counting on that money.
EG Tax may be able to help. A fast cash advance. That's right, EG Tax, along with our banking affiliate, can give you an advance of your refund. No cash is needed.
Let your hometown tax team work for you this year. Come join our family.
EG Tax. New friends, new opportunities, new partners.